What is a drug interaction network? A. A network showing the structure of a drug. B. A network showing how drugs interact with each other. C. A network showing the mechanism of action of a drug. D. A network showing drug manufacturing processes. The correct answer is B. Less than break time equals 1s greater than. A drug interaction network shows how different drugs affect each other in the body. Which term refers to a situation where the effect of one drug is changed when taken with another drug? A. Drug synergy. B. Drug interaction. C. Drug contraindication. D. Adverse drug reaction. The correct answer is B. Drug interaction occurs when the effects of one drug are changed by the presence of another drug in the system. Why is it important for healthcare professionals to be aware of drug interaction networks? A. To increase the cost of healthcare services. B. To minimize the risk of adverse effects and maximize therapeutic benefits. C. To complicate the treatment process. D. To avoid communication with patients. The correct answer is B. Understanding drug interaction networks helps healthcare professionals minimize the risk of adverse effects and maximize therapeutic benefits. Which of the following is not a possible outcome of drug-drug interactions? A. Increased drug efficacy. B. Decreased drug efficacy. C. Reduced toxicity. D. Enhanced patient compliance. The correct answer is D. Enhanced patient compliance is not a typical outcome of drug-drug interactions. What is polypharmacy? A. The use of multiple drugs by a single patient. B. The use of only one drug by a patient. C. The use of drugs with similar mechanisms of action. D. The use of natural remedies instead of prescription drugs. The correct answer is A. Less than break time equals 1s greater than. Polypharmacy refers to the use of multiple drugs by a single patient. Which of the following factors can contribute to drug-drug interactions? A. Age of the patient. B. Genetic variations among individuals. C. Drug dosage. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above factors can contribute to drug-drug interactions. What is a pharmacodynamic drug interaction? A. An interaction based on the alteration of drug absorption. B. An interaction based on changes in drug metabolism. C. An interaction based on drug receptor interactions. D. An interaction based on the elimination of a drug. The correct answer is C. A pharmacodynamic drug interaction occurs when one drug affects the pharmacological effects of another drug. What is the role of pharmacists in managing drug interactions? A. Prescribing medications to patients. B. Monitoring and evaluating drug interactions. C. Performing surgical procedures. D. Diagnosing diseases. The correct answer is B. Pharmacists play a crucial role in monitoring and evaluating drug interactions to ensure patient safety and optimal therapeutic outcomes. Which term describes the situation where combining two drugs creates an effect bigger than each drug's effect alone? A. Drug synergy. B. Drug interaction. C. Drug antagonism. D. Off-target effect. The correct answer is A. Drug synergy means that when two drugs are used together, their combined effect is stronger than the effect of each drug alone. What is the main purpose of a pharmacy drug interaction network? A. To predict potential drug interactions. B. To promote the use of generic drugs. C. To create new medications. D. To improve drug manufacturing processes. The correct answer is A. A pharmacy drug interaction network helps predict potential interactions between different drugs, allowing healthcare professionals to make informed decisions. How can drug-drug interactions impact patient health outcomes? A. Improve treatment efficacy. B. Increase the risk of adverse effects. C. Reduce healthcare costs. D. Accelerate recovery time. The correct answer is B. Drug-drug interactions can increase the risk of adverse effects, leading to poorer health outcomes for patients. Which of the following healthcare professionals is primarily responsible for identifying and managing drug interactions? A. Physicians. B. Nurses. C. Pharmacists. D. Medical students. The correct answer is C. Pharmacists play a key role in identifying and managing drug interactions due to their expertise in medication management. What's the difference between a pharmacokinetic and a pharmacodynamic drug interaction? A. Pharmacokinetic interactions involve drug metabolism, while pharmacodynamic interactions involve drug effects. B. Pharmacokinetic interactions involve drug effects, while pharmacodynamic interactions involve drug metabolism. C. There's no difference between the two types of interactions. D. Pharmacokinetic interactions refer to drug absorption, distribution, and excretion, while pharmacodynamic interactions refer to drug bioavailability. The correct answer is A. Pharmacokinetic interactions involve how the body processes a drug. Pharmacodynamic interactions involve the drug's effects on the body. Which of the following is an example of a pharmacokinetic drug interaction? A. One drug increasing the metabolism of another drug. B. Two drugs having synergistic effects. C. Two drugs competing for the same receptor. D. One drug binding to plasma proteins, reducing the amount of free drug available. The correct answer is A. In a pharmacokinetic drug interaction, one drug may increase or decrease the metabolism of another drug, affecting its blood levels and potentially its effects. How can genetic factors influence drug-drug interactions? A. They can alter drug absorption rates. B. They can affect drug metabolism rates. C. They can modify drug excretion pathways. D. They can lead to drug allergies. The correct answer is B. Genetic factors can impact how the body metabolizes drugs, influencing the potential for drug-drug interactions. Which term describes when two drugs combined have a weaker effect than each alone? A. Synergism. B. Potentiation. C. Antagonism. D. Summation. The correct answer is C. Antagonism occurs when two drugs combined have a weaker effect than either drug alone. What role do drug interaction databases play in healthcare practice? A. They provide information on drug pricing. B. They predict drug-drug interactions. C. They offer discounts on medication purchases. D. They promote off-label drug use. The correct answer is B. Drug interaction databases compile information on potential drug interactions, assisting healthcare professionals in making safe and effective treatment decisions. When should healthcare professionals consider the risk of drug interactions during patient care? A. Only when patients are taking more than 5 medications. B. At every patient encounter, regardless of the number of medications. C. Only when patients are in critical condition. D. When patients are admitted to the hospital. The correct answer is B. Healthcare professionals should always consider the risk of drug interactions, as they can occur even with a single medication or supplement. How can drug-drug interactions be minimized in clinical practice? A. By avoiding generics and using brand-name medications only. B. By prescribing multiple medications from different classes. C. By regularly reviewing all medications a patient is taking. D. By increasing the dosage of each drug for better efficacy. The correct answer is C. Regularly reviewing a patient's medication list and considering potential drug interactions is crucial to minimizing harmful interactions in clinical practice. What term describes when two drugs combined have a bigger effect than each drug alone? A. Antagonism. B. Synergy. C. Potentiation. D. Additive effect. The correct answer is C. Potentiation occurs when the combined effect of two drugs is greater than the sum of their individual effects. What is the role of pharmacists in managing drug interactions? A. Prescribing medications. B. Dispensing medications. C. Monitoring for interactions. D. Conducting clinical trials. The correct answer is C. Pharmacists play a key role in identifying, preventing, and managing drug interactions by monitoring patients for potential interactions. How can genetic factors influence drug-drug interactions? A. By altering drug metabolism. B. By influencing drug targets. C. By affecting drug absorption. D. By modifying drug excretion. The correct answer is A. Genetic factors can influence drug-drug interactions by altering how drugs are metabolized in the body, leading to potential interactions. When should healthcare professionals consider the risk of drug interactions during patient care? A. After the patient has experienced an adverse reaction. B. Before prescribing new medications. C. Only when patients ask about interactions. D. When switching patients to a different pharmacy. The correct answer is B. Healthcare professionals should consider the risk of drug interactions before prescribing new medications to prevent potential interactions. What is a pharmacodynamic drug interaction? A. Affecting drug metabolism. B. Modifying drug excretion. C. Altering drug effects. D. Changing drug absorption. The correct answer is C. A pharmacodynamic drug interaction involves altering a drug's effects in the body. This can lead to changes in therapeutic or toxic effects. Which of the following is an example of a pharmacokinetic drug interaction? A. One drug inhibiting the metabolism of another drug. B. Two drugs enhancing each other's effects. C. One drug increasing the excretion of another drug. D. Two drugs causing opposite effects. The correct answer is A. An example of a pharmacokinetic drug interaction is when one drug inhibits the metabolism of another drug, leading to increased blood levels of the affected drug. What is the main purpose of a pharmacy-drug interaction network? A. To promote drug sales. B. To educate patients about medications. C. To identify potential drug interactions. D. To increase healthcare costs. The correct answer is C. The main purpose of a pharmacy-drug interaction network is to identify potential interactions between medications and prevent adverse effects. What role do drug interaction databases play in healthcare practice? A. To increase drug prices. B. To promote off-label use of medications. C. To assist in identifying potential interactions. D. To encourage self-medication. The correct answer is C. Drug interaction databases play a crucial role in healthcare by assisting healthcare professionals in identifying potential interactions between medications. How can drug-drug interactions be minimized in clinical practice? A. By increasing the number of medications prescribed. B. By avoiding communication between healthcare professionals. C. By educating patients about interactions. D. By ignoring potential interactions. The correct answer is C. Drug-drug interactions can be minimized in clinical practice by educating patients about potential interactions and involving healthcare professionals in communication and coordination of care to prevent interactions. What term describes when two drugs combined have an effect different from each drug alone? A. Antagonism. B. Synergism. C. Additivity. D. Potentiation. The correct answer is D. Potentiation occurs when the effect of two drugs taken together is greater than the sum of their individual effects. How can drug-drug interactions impact patient health outcomes? A. They can lead to reduced therapeutic effects. B. They can cause increased risk of adverse effects. C. They can result in treatment failure. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Drug-drug interactions can lead to reduced therapeutic effects, increased risk of adverse effects, and treatment failure, among other negative health outcomes. What role do drug interaction databases play in healthcare practice? A. Provide information on potential drug interactions. B. Assist in identifying safe drug combinations. C. Support healthcare professionals in making informed decisions. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Drug interaction databases provide information on potential drug interactions. They assist in identifying safe drug combinations. And they support healthcare professionals in making informed decisions about drug therapy. When should healthcare professionals consider the risk of drug interactions during patient care? A. Before prescribing a new medication. B. When reviewing a patient's medication list. C. When monitoring a patient's response to treatment. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Healthcare professionals should consider the risk of drug interactions before prescribing a new medication, when reviewing a patient's medication list, and when monitoring a patient's response to treatment. How can drug-drug interactions be minimized in clinical practice? A. Regularly updating the patient's medication list. B. Using drug interaction databases for reference. C. Communicating with other healthcare providers involved in the patient's care. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Drug-drug interactions can be minimized in clinical practice by regularly updating the patient's medication list, using drug interaction databases for reference, and communicating with other healthcare providers involved in the patient's care. What do drug interaction networks depict? A. Relationship between drugs and diseases. B. Connections between healthcare professionals and patients. C. Interactions between different drugs. D. Communications within a hospital network. The correct answer is C. A drug interaction network shows how different drugs interact with each other, affecting their pharmacological actions. Which professional is usually responsible for identifying drug interactions in a healthcare setting? A. Pharmacist. B. Nurse. C. Physician. D. Dietitian. The correct answer is A. Pharmacists are typically responsible for identifying and managing drug interactions due to their expertise in medications. Which of the following is a pharmacokinetic drug interaction example? A. Alcohol and acetaminophen. B. Warfarin and aspirin. C. Cimetidine and theophylline. D. Erythromycin and simvastatin. The correct answer is D. The interaction between erythromycin and simvastatin is a pharmacokinetic interaction affecting drug metabolism. What can pharmacodynamic drug interactions lead to? A. Changes in drug absorption. B. Alterations in drug distribution. C. Variations in drug metabolism. D. Modifications in drug effects. The correct answer is D. Pharmacodynamic interactions can lead to modifications in the effects of drugs on the body. How do genetic factors influence drug-drug interactions? A. By affecting drug metabolism. B. By altering drug absorption. C. By changing drug distribution. D. By impacting drug excretion. The correct answer is A. Genetic variations can affect drug metabolism, leading to different interactions and outcomes. What term describes an effect that's stronger when two drugs are taken together than when taken separately? A. Synergistic effect. B. Antagonistic effect. C. Additive effect. D. Potentiation effect. The correct answer is A. A synergistic effect describes a situation where the combined effect of two drugs is greater than the sum of their individual effects. What is the significance of drug interaction databases in healthcare practice? A. To monitor patient compliance. B. To assess healthcare costs. C. To identify potential drug interactions. D. To evaluate treatment efficacy. The correct answer is C. Drug interaction databases help healthcare professionals identify and manage potential drug interactions to improve patient safety. When should healthcare professionals consider the risk of drug interactions during patient care? A. Only for elderly patients. B. At the end of the patient consultation. C. Throughout the entire treatment process. D. Only during hospital admissions. The correct answer is C. Healthcare professionals should consider the risk of drug interactions throughout the entire treatment process to ensure patient safety. How can drug-drug interactions be minimized in clinical practice? A. By maximizing drug doses. B. By avoiding drug combinations. C. By increasing drug administration frequency. D. By ignoring patient medical history. The correct answer is B. Minimizing drug-drug interactions involves avoiding drug combinations known to interact adversely. Which term describes an effect that's weaker when two drugs are taken together than when taken separately? A. Synergistic effect. B. Antagonistic effect. C. Additive effect. D. Potentiation effect. The correct answer is B. An antagonistic effect occurs when two drugs combined have a weaker effect than each drug used alone. What can drug-drug interactions lead to in patients? A. Increased drug effectiveness. B. Decreased drug effectiveness. C. No change in drug effectiveness. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Drug-drug interactions can lead to increased, decreased, or altered drug effectiveness in patients, impacting their health outcomes. In a drug interaction network, what does each edge, the line connecting two nodes, represent? A. A specific drug. B. A drug interaction. C. A healthcare professional. D. A patient. The correct answer is B. Each edge in a drug interaction network represents a potential interaction between two drugs, indicating the possibility of altered effects when taken together. What is the key role of pharmacists in managing drug interactions within healthcare settings? A. Diagnosing diseases. B. Performing surgeries. C. Dispensing medications. D. Identifying and preventing drug interactions. The correct answer is D. Pharmacists are primarily responsible for identifying and preventing drug interactions to ensure patient safety and treatment effectiveness. Which of the following is an example of a pharmacodynamic drug interaction? A. Competition for protein binding sites. B. Inhibition of drug metabolism enzymes. C. Enhanced drug receptor activation. D. Alteration in drug absorption rate. The correct answer is C. A pharmacodynamic drug interaction involves changes in drug effects at the receptor level, such as enhanced or reduced activation of drug targets. Why is it important for healthcare professionals to consider the risk of drug interactions during patient care? A. To increase hospital revenue. B. To improve patient outcomes and safety. C. To reduce medication costs. D. To speed up recovery time. The correct answer is B. Considering the risk of drug interactions is crucial for improving patient outcomes and safety by avoiding potential adverse effects or treatment inefficacy. Which term describes when two drugs combined have a much stronger effect than each alone? A. Synergistic effect. B. Antagonistic effect. C. Neutral effect. D. Amplified effect. The correct answer is A. A synergistic effect happens when two drugs together create a much stronger effect than each drug alone. This could mean more side effects or better treatment. What is the main purpose of establishing a pharmacy-drug interaction network? A. To increase drug prices. B. To identify potential drug incompatibilities. C. To reduce healthcare costs. D. To streamline medication dispensing. The correct answer is B. The main purpose of a pharmacy-drug interaction network is to identify potential drug incompatibilities and interactions, aiding healthcare professionals in making informed treatment decisions. How can genetic factors influence drug-drug interactions? A. By affecting drug metabolism rates. B. By altering drug dosages. C. By increasing drug availability. D. By reducing drug side effects. The correct answer is A. Genetic factors can influence drug-drug interactions by impacting the rates at which drugs are metabolized in the body, affecting their efficacy and potential for interactions. What do drug interaction databases contribute to healthcare practice? A. Increase in medication errors. B. Delayed patient care. C. Improved drug safety and efficacy. D. Reduction in pharmacist workload. The correct answer is C. Drug interaction databases improve drug safety and efficacy. They provide essential information on potential interactions. This helps healthcare professionals make informed decisions about patient treatment.